Anda kembali bersama kami dalam Profit CNBC Indonesia dalam segmen Take a Look. CYDONIA Fund yang diinisiasi oleh Indogen Capital dan Finch Asia menggandeng Tokocrypto untuk membangun ekosistem berskala global Web3. Web3 atau Web 3.0 adalah fase berikutnya dari evolusi internet yang terdesentralisasi di atas sistem blockchain, memanfaatkan machine learning dan juga big data dengan kecerdasan buatan sebagai landasannya. Chief Strategy Officer CSO Tokocrypto Shung Ying Lei menyebutkan langkah strategis mereka bersama dengan CYDONIA Fund sejalan dengan upaya Tokocrypto untuk membangun ekosistem kripto, blockchain, dan juga Web3 di Indonesia. Selain itu, Chandra Firmanto, Managing Partner Indogen Capital yang juga duduk sebagai General Partner di CYDONIA mengatakan Indogen mengapresiasi dukungan dan juga kepercayaan dari eksekutif Tokocrypto yang berkontribusi dalam Web3 pertama di Indonesia. Ya, lalu sejauh apa masa depan Web 3.0 dan juga langkah apa yang akan dilakukan oleh Indogen dan juga Tokocrypto untuk mengembangkan Web 3.0 di Indonesia? Dan kami akan mengulasnya langsung bersama dengan Chandra Firmanto selaku Managing Partner Indogen Capital and Partner at CYDONIA dan juga Teguh Kurniawan selaku COO dari Tokocrypto. Kita akan sapa terlebih dahulu. Hi Chandra and hi Manda, how are you?
We are doing fine. Thank you for having us here.
Thank you for your time to CNBC Indonesia. So first of all, would you like to give us a brief explanation of what is Web 3.0?
Yep. So before we discuss about Web 3, we need to understand about Web 1 and Web 2. So Web 1 is internet exists, but then the communication still happen in a one way, right? And then we jump to Web 2, which is people can communication or providing the data each other, but then they are still have like a single authority or middleman, right? And then now Web 3 is a decentralized system so people can distribute the data information which is transparent, immutable, so there are no lack of the information between each other basically.
Okay, so this is quite confusing actually. So
All right.
what is the relation of Web 3.0 with decentralization and then blockchain, NFTs, smart contract, metaverse, and cryptocurrency?
Right.
So how these all connected?
So basically, decentralized is a system that people distribute the ledger, right? I mean, now if we talk about the centralized system, everything will store in the one database. But in the centralized, people that store the data in many storage, right? That's about the decentralized system, right? And then the second, we talk about the blockchain. So blockchain is a platform or a technology that allow people to use more secure data information. So basically, we use like a cryptographic mechanism. So people have like a private and a public key to store the data. So decentralized and then blockchain as a technology. Now we talk about the crypto as a asset or crypto as a currency. Crypto is a derivative of the blockchain technology itself. It's like a product. So usually crypto can use as a utility for people to use in the closed loop ecosystem. Basically, it's just like a utility, purely utility as a crypto. And then now we talk about the NFT, right? So NFT is something similar like a crypto itself, but then NFT basically is a technology to understand or knowledge, acknowledge about the ownership of the digital asset.
Okay.
Right, and then metaverse is a cover everything.
Okay.
So we talk about the centralized, we talk about the blockchain, crypto, NFT, and etc.
Okay, so it's all connected.
It's all connected in the metaverse.
Okay, so what is very interesting is as an investor, so how do you see people in a business, especially in Indonesia, should unfold or catch the opportunity of Web 3.0 development?
Yes, I think we should look at the numbers. If you look at the numbers that we have the fourth most populations in the world, right? But if you look at the adoptions of crypto for Southeast Asia, so Indonesia is actually ranked behind Vietnam, which is very unfortunate, right? Because meaning that the opportunities and actually the potential for growth is much bigger, right? And then after that, then even in several publications, we actually rank behind Philippines, right? So obviously, then we can see that with by having 40% of the Southeast Asia populations, it's actually by birthright that actually that we should be the one that controlling the Southeast Asia markets, as well as for crypto, for NFT and whatever that related to the Web3 space, right? So I believe that that's the part that actually become very interesting for corporations, because if you look at another data, the growth of the adoptions into crypto, Indonesia is actually ranked number 1 in the
Wow.
world.
Yep.
Yes. So meaning that the speed is actually moving towards that directions where we are going to be the number one crypto adopters in the world, right? Okay. And that's why I think that the timing cannot be better. So for corporations, actually, it's going to be, even for the most traditional corporations, they need to get an exposure into Web3. Number one, they need to understand first, because just as you mentioned in the early segment, you said it's confusing, right?
Yeah.
So that's the part where actually we, CYDONIA, actually collaborating with Tokocrypto, and we'll be able to also help the traditional corporations actually to understand more about the Web3 space. And from there, then actually then the corporations actually will be able to have an edge compared to the rest of the competitions, right? Their competitors, because they'll be able to be actually closer to the young generations. Okay. And then the young generations are actually making the bulk of the populations of the crypto adapters, right? So obviously then you want to stay hip, stay cool, then you want to go with that generations, right? Okay. So for corporations, I think they need to start looking into these sectors, understand about it, then after that, find angles where they will have an edge compared to their competitors.
Okay, so seeing Indonesia demographics, so it will be a large market for Web 3.0, right?
It's inevitable. It's going to be the largest crypto traders, one of the top largest crypto traders in the world. Okay,
very interesting. So, but how do you see the impact of the optimal utilization of Web 3.0 to or will benefit Indonesia digital economy?
Yeah. For me, so yeah, I think if you look at the potentials for Indonesian digital economy, it's going to be quite massive, right? Number one is Indonesia is actually have a big potentials in the entertainment industry. Another point that we can take a look is actually the adoptions for gaming industry. We are also at Indogen Capital, we are investors into the leading esports team, EVOS, right? And actually then they have about 20 million active followers right now in the ecosystems. So you can see the numbers, right? We have 350 million populations and 20 million are actually EVOS followers. So you can see the percentage immediately. Yeah. And Indonesia is actually the most profitable country to actually, in Asia Pacific, actually to launch a new game.
Wow.
Yeah. Right? Yeah. So that is another fact that not many people know about it.
Quite
right?
impressive.
So that's actually will align with the potential for blockchain gaming.
Okay.
Right? It's very natural, right? So, but we are only talking about blockchain. But how about for entertainment industries? So obviously for celebrities, right? For even brands, right? They're right now using services from influencers, right? Yeah. So everyone want to attach to influencers to actually have a better position for the brands, right? Then it will come naturally where the influencers also have to have an NFT, because NFT is actually becoming digital contracts, smart contracts, where they can actually interact with the fans better, fan space. Yep. Okay. Because right now, probably if you are a celebrity, you don't even know who is actually your fans, right? Who are the fans, right? Yeah. But with NFT, then you can actually launch, say, a limited editions, 10,000 NFT, right? Yeah. Then after that, then people that buying the NFT will actually have the perks actually to go to your concert, to go to your events, right? Have private sessions, events with you, right? So it's actually going to benefit both parties. For the entertainer, it's going to be better in terms of they will be able to track their fans and give more benefits to actually to make the fans stay loyal. But for the fans also, they be able to move closer to the entertainer. So meaning that there'll be so many potentials, and we're just talking about two sectors, right? We're just talking about right now entertainment industries and gaming industry.
Okay, so and of course it's very diverse and it can apply to a lot of industries.
Basically can
right?
apply to all industries because right now the uniqueness of the smart contract, right, where you able to track is the fact that not many people actually understand about it. Okay. So you need to be able to track individually, then meaning that so many people saying that, oh, it's with NFT then it's easy to hide your identity. No, it's not. It's even worse.
Okay.
Right? So everyone will be able to see my wallet, right? And then we'll be able to see
exposed to
how much how many cryptos that I'm trading, right?
Yep.
And then
wow.
what NFTs that I'm holding.
Oh,
so it's
really?
a public information.
Okay, it's exposed to the world.
Exposed.
Okay, very interesting. So this one is for Manda. So the Web 3.0 ecosystem could not run by itself. It definitely need the support from the government as a regulator. So how do you see the support from the government so far? And maybe is there any suggestion for you?
Yeah, absolutely. We are very optimistic about the Indonesian government always support of the crypto industry, especially in Indonesia. I think Indonesia is one of the progressive country that regulate crypto as a commodity, right? So and then now many derivative product that appears in Indonesia industry. I mean like NFT. Now later we talk about the metaverse, and then later on maybe DeFi, decentralized finance. But we need open-minded of a policymaker that make a crypto is they are growing as their nature. I mean again, crypto is a decentralized system. Yeah. Trying to people can together give like a data driven, right? Not really to people can get manipulate the data, information, etc. So I believe Indonesia government still thinking how to treat crypto by the nature to make people can get beneficial in this industry. But then very important about the education and literacy, basically. Okay. So people in Indonesia sometimes still confusing about the crypto trading or crypto as a utility or metaverse, NFT, right, and etc. That's very important about the education.
Okay, so education. First of all, education, right? So what made Indogen interested in launching the Web 3.0s, and how do you see the business potential of Web 3.0 now and in the future?
Yeah, we look at it's actually come very naturally. We always position ourselves as the best partners to expand and to enter Indonesia. So we always position ourselves as the VC that actually very active in helping international startups, even local startups as well, when they want to expand beyond just Jakarta and actually in greater area, but probably going to the secondary and tertiary cities. And the spirit of collaboration is actually the spirit of the Web3. So the Web3 projects, actually they value actually what is called as a strategic value more than just capital. Because to initiate a Web3 project actually will not require big capital, and they will instantly get revenue. So it's another point that is a bit different than Web2. So so many I think like bad negativity coming out from the Web2 sectors where people saying that, oh, probably that is not profitable, it's going to be down the line, it's not going to be good for, for profitability. But in the Web3, actually they are not facing with that kind of problem. They immediately will, when they launch, they can actually launch with very reasonable capitals, ranging from $2 million US to about 10 millions only for projects. Yep. Then from there, they can easily get a revenue immediately on the get-go, right? For example, like blockchain gaming, people playing the games, they immediately get revenue, right? And then after that, they can issue tokens. Then tokens immediately will be traded. Then you actually have to burn the tokens to upgrade your avatar. You have to burn the tokens actually to upgrade the weapons. Then continuously bringing revenue actually actually to the developers, right?
Yeah.
So you can see that the projects immediately from the get-go will be profitable. So it's very interesting in this part. But they like the spirit of collaborations. And for Indogen Capital, from the beginning, we realized that we need a different angle. That's why we reach out to the founders of Tokocrypto, and we really appreciate that they actually welcoming us as well. And from there, then we set up CYDONIA together with Finch, where they have a very strong network in Europe as well.
Yep.
To actually to become the idea is to become the gateway for Southeast Asia. So CYDONIA is going to be the gateway where international projects actually want to come in into the regions and actually want to probably collaborate with the local champions. And that's the part where we will be the one that connecting them, helping them, right? And making sure also the projects from these regions will be able to expand internationally as well.
Okay.
So that's the idea behind it, and I think that the same spirit of the collaboration is the part that attracted us actually to come into these kind of like projects.
Okay, so as you said before that Indogen Capital and Finch Asia partnering with Tokocrypto initiate CYDONIA Fund and launch a venture capital specific for Web 3.0. So more about details about this one.
Yeah, so it's going to be the first international Web3 digital assets fund coming out from Indonesia. So it's a very historical moment as well. So it's actually being talked about in the North America even, right? Because they've been like waiting as well, actually for kind of like synergy that they can do actually with this region. So what we offer to the international project is actually will be the gateway. So if you want to collaborate with anyone from Southeast Asia, then that will be our task, our role. And the one that from Southeast Asia, then will be also our task actually to bring them to connect to the international investors and also to the international projects to collaborate. Okay. So from the get-go, we want to actually to collaborate with all the top corporations, right? The top players in the ecosystems. And we will not limit ourselves actually to say working with only one digital exchange, right? Yeah. So it's going to be independent fund where we are going to accommodate everyone.
Okay.
Right. So the idea again, the spirit is a spirit of collaborations. So we welcome anyone. If you are interested, if you're corporations, you're interested in the Web3 exposures, please reach out to us.
Okay.
If you are, for example, big international projects, you are thinking about, hey, down the line, then Southeast Asia is going to be interesting, going to be very potential, please reach out to us as well. Okay. But if you are local projects, then you're thinking about, oh, how can I get an exposure, say, to international investors? Then that will be also our role.
Okay.
Yeah. So we share the same spirits, right? With Tokocrypto, they have the launch pad. Yep. They just launched. It's a very good programs where all the Web3 projects actually can go into that launch pad, being trained by the international mentors. Then immediately we'll be able to launch the projects to international investors as well.
Okay. Wow. Very impressive. So from a Tokocrypto point of view.
Yeah. So partnership with Indogen Capital and Finch Asia is very, very important and inspiring for us. I mean, Tokocrypto, we have many a program, our initiative program to develop the Indonesia crypto ecosystem, and then we can't do alone, right? So our strategy is very, very important to make a global exposure, right? And then a player in Indonesia got one level up about how they make a good quality of the product, right? And then they are meet with the international mentors like Chandra mentioned just now, right? And also it because we understand about the potential crypto industry in Indonesia. This is very important. Okay. So we are as Web3 players and then meet with the VC, right? I think it's the best combination.
Yes.
Okay, quite sure it's the best combination, right? So I'm gonna dig deeper about the fundraising and collaboration with the top companies. Can you tell us more about that one?
Yeah, so we actually just launched the fund last month, right? Yeah. So, but we have very good tractions. So many international investors reaching out to us. So we have the biggest name actually from, for example, like Japan, reaching out. So I'm actually going to have a trip there actually to meet all the top companies, so the top 5 companies as well. And then after that, then we look at For example, Indonesia, right? All the top companies I haven't been able to name names yet, but but we have a bank, we have banking, we have a largest conglomerate actually reaching out to collaborate as well. For Southeast Asia, that's the part that we are very proud of, that in each of the Southeast Asia countries, the most significant investors actually interested to join part as well. That is the amazing part about this, right? So we have from Philippines, we have from Vietnam as well, we have from Malaysia, right, reaching out from, we have from Singapore, right, all the biggest conglomerate groups actually reaching out, from Thailand even, right, and all of them actually very excited going into this market, right? So that's from the investors' point of view, right? From the collaborations, when we reach out to international projects, even the biggest name, the one based in Hong Kong, in, for example, North America, Canada as well, and most of them actually very welcoming. So they usually will have they reserve a small amount, at least for strategic partners. If they, so the projects mostly already being launched, right? Or in the middle of in the preparation of the launch, they don't need money anymore, right? Because they have enough capital, massive even, right? But what they need is actually a helping hand. Who are actually will be able to help them for the exposure, say in the new region. And when we are telling them about Southeast Asia collaborations, then that's immediately take their interest. They immediately will say that, oh, okay, we have allocations that we will be able to welcome Cydonia to be part of our shareholders.
Wow, impressive. Yeah. So big powers.
Yeah, so it's a bit different than the Web 2, I believe. In the Web 2 then, when they close the investment round, they just close and that's it, right? But for the Web 3 investors, they actually reserve numbers and for future investors coming in, and the existing investors also welcoming because they know that, oh, there is a value if Cydonia, where they are going to be the gateway for Southeast Asia.
It's a very big opportunity, of course, right?
Yes, yeah.
Wow, what a very interesting discussion we have today. Thank you,
so
very
much.
much.
Thank you for having us
Chandra,
here.
And thank you very much, Manda.
Thank you so much.
It's nice to have you here.
Thank you.
Dan Profit akan kembali usai jeda berikut ini. Jangan kemana-mana, tetaplah bersama kami karena informasi berikutnya Kementerian Pekerjaan Umum dan Perumahan Rakyat atau PUPR tengah mempercepat pembangunan sejumlah infrastruktur dasar di kawasan industri terpadu Batang, Jawa Tengah. Usai jeda kami akan hadirkan dialog bersama dengan Gali Saksono selaku Direktur Utama Kawasan Industri Terpadu Batang yang akan dipimpin oleh Andi Shalini. Tetaplah bersama kami.